everybody. I am Katie Evans with the Living 48 Real Estate Team. I'm the owner and lead agent over there, and I am super excited you guys have you back with us on another one of our mortgage minutes. I have one of my favorite lenders here, Corey Martens, with me.
Thank you, Katie.
With Academy Mortgage and has been a longtime friend, a longtime lender that we have worked with, I think probably since the beginning of my career. So Corey and I go way back, and
It's been a while.
So appreciate you.
Thank you. It's I wouldn't have it any other way. It's been so fun.
It's a roller coaster ride, and we are full of giggles and laughter over here most of the time.
We need it.
Highest of highs, lowest of lows, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay, so we are continuing our series with our preferred lenders, our favorite mortgage professionals, about the questions that we should be asking our lenders. And so, Corey, I have got another question for you.
Let's shoot. Let's hear it.
You ready? All right. All right. So, Corey, what's the interest rate?
Oh, Katie, here we go again. For those that remember, last time we did one of these, you start off with a question that just I didn't like. This is a question that I like, but most people use it in the wrong place.
Yes.
So we're going to correct that, okay?
Perfect.
The wrong place, and the place that I probably see and hear it the most, is at the beginning or shopping for a lender.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's a lot of people that will call up, hey, what's your interest rate? What kind of interest rate can I get? For someone that's looking to just get looking for a transaction, not really looking to help a buyer, that is music, because all of a sudden it would tell me if I wasn't looking to do the right thing, all I need to do is make the rate look good. I don't care how I make the rate look good. I just have to make it look good, and I got the business.
Ah.
Does not mean everything else is right for you.
Gotcha.
Okay, so can I share a story?
Please.
Early in my career, I actually learned this the hard way, because I had a good friend who had started a refinance. It was a cash out refinance. And a week or two into it, he says, "Oh, Corey, I didn't even think you do mortgages now." He says, "What kind of rate do you have?" I was like, "Well, let me find out." All of his information pulled up the rate, and I didn't even come that close to what he had.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "What?" And I had the same reaction. Well, that doesn't. I'm like, normally, I'm in the mix, right? Sometimes a little high, sometimes a little low, but I'm in the mix. I wasn't even close. And I'm thinking, well, he's going to save about $125 a month,
right?
Other guy's rate. And I looked him in the eye and said, "No, I can't beat that, and I'm not even close. So yeah, you should go with it." But it still bothered me. So I kept saying, "Hey, when you get the paperwork, will you let me look it over, because I'm missing something?"
Yeah. And
I asked him about 3 or 4 times for that paperwork. He never did have it with him. I don't want to push the friendship too far, so I dropped it.
Right.
About a month later, I run into him. He's like, "Hey, I got that done." I'm like, "Was that really the rate?" He said, "Yeah, it was. It was done." He said, "You want to see the paperwork?" I said, "Sure, let's take a look at it." Here's what happened in this case. They gave him a legitimate rate on an FHA mortgage, which means he had to pay a mortgage insurance, even though he had enough equity to go conventional and not pay it. So they saved him about $125 better than the rate I could have got him, but charged him about $250 a month on mortgage insurance that he should not have had to pay.
Dang it.
So he was interested in the rate. At the time, I thought that was the way to go too. He got burned, and I feel terrible that I let it happen.
Oh, man. Man,
anyway,
I think that is a great story to illustrate that not everything is equal.
Yeah. And there's a lot of different ways that we can get almost any rate you want. But what's it costing you, or what's the trade-off for it? And that's, if it's upfront in a transaction, and Katie, you know this.
Yeah.
A lot of your clients and buyers probably know this, but for those that don't, rather than starting off with what's your interest rate, start off talking to friends, family, talk to Katie and say, "Hey, who do you know and trust that can give me some good mortgage advice?"
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you just want someone you trust. I know mortgages better than almost anyone, any buyer out there.
Right.
There's a lot of others, and a lot of us are really good, really honest, but some of us aren't. And if you get one of those that aren't, they can lead you down any road they want.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
it's true.
start off there.
It's very, very true. Yeah. And I so appreciate that you bring that up, Corey, because, it's been brought to my attention, and you and others have helped educate me on this, that there are different fees associated with the different kinds of loans. So we've got the FHA, we've got the conventional, the USDA, the VAs, like all of these different loans and these different even programs within those loan types. And we can work the numbers in such a way that, like, okay, we can apply this over here, and then all of a sudden you don't have PMI mortgage insurance, and you don't have this, that, and the other. And so it's while the interest rate number is important, it's
Absolutely
not the whole picture. It's not even close to the whole picture. So I love that you bring that up. So I mean, yes, we can ask, what's your interest rate? But we really should be prepared to not only hear what the interest rate is, but that there are other factors that affect that interest rate as well. Am I
absolutely look at the whole? Absolutely look at what's the program, what are all the, what's everything else involved with it. If and then we get into things like points as well. I don't want to take too much time, but even in anyone's specific situation with so many details, and we can get it right down. Well, we got points if you want to buy down or buy up. And what am I quoting you at when I tell you that you've got a 3%? Is that with charging you a whole bunch of points? Or is that with giving you some lender credit? I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it. And for those that are really savvy, have at it. And, ask that question up front. If not, ask your lender to educate you. Tell them, make sure they take the time to go through it with you, to show you why that loan and that rate might be the best one in any situation.
Yeah, I think one of the greatest services that a lender can do is to show you, if you have the options. Not everybody has the options based on, like certain criteria and credit scores and all that kind of stuff. But if you have the option to compare, this is what a conventional for you would look like versus this is what an FHA for you might look like versus, whatever else. And that you take the time to do that with your lender and really have them show you, okay, this could look like this, or we could do it this way, or we could do it this way. Because again, and we've talked about this in past videos, Corey, it's the interest rate is less important than your monthly payment. Your monthly payment is what dictates your lifestyle and that kind of stuff that's so crucial to your experience in life and your family's experience, all that. So
you nailed it.
Instead of worrying so much about what a rate is or a number is or whatever is, where does it fit into your budget and your lifestyle and what you have available to you? How much money do you have saved up for a down payment? How much do you have for closing costs? Like all those things play into that picture, and we have to create the scenario that's best for you. And I tell people all the time, look, there are so many ways to work this problem, and they're all going to lead to a different solution, and all of them can be right and all of them can be wrong. So like, just
absolutely
look at your options, figure out which one is going to work best for you. But it's a discovery process, I think, and that's why having a great lender who is going to take the time to go through that process and discover with you what is going to be best for you, both in the short term and in the long term, that is, I mean, both you and I are all about the relationships that we form with our clients, and we want to be that resource for them. So
absolutely. And how wonderful that you do this for them. It's such a service, because it's funny. I mean, people will spend hours and hours and hours researching what laptop they should buy.
Yeah.
How much, I don't even know what all that stuff is.
Right.
When it comes to their mortgage, they'll go find a stranger on the phone and trust them with a $400,000 purchase.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not talking 400, I'm talking 400,000.
Right.
And they just trust a complete stranger, which is why it's so great that you're always trying to educate them.
Oh, well, Corey, thank you for being such a big part of that educational process. Like you know that in my past life, I was a teacher. And so yes, education is super important to me, and making sure that our clients understand every step of the way what they're doing, and that they feel comfortable is why I partner with lenders like you. And we make sure that all of our clients are comfortable and feel safe in our hands, and that are making good decisions because of the advice and the guidance that we're giving them. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart also for being
Thank you.
a part of my team, and helping to educate all of our clients together. So Corey, how do people find you? What's the best resource that they have to get a hold of you? Should they have any questions? Should they want to delve into this for themselves, or really any other question that they want to ask a mortgage professional? How do they get in touch with you?
Well, usually the quickest and most direct way is to reach out on my phone number, my office number. It is 480-344-3643. And either myself or my assistant will answer it and make sure that we get you running off in whichever direction we need to. I am local here I've got an office in Chandler, but do business all over the state. So yeah, Flagstaff down to Yuma or wherever it is. I've got clients all over the place and love them all, and we'll find a way to get it done.
Awesome. That is so wonderful. Now, if you didn't write it down when Corey said it, of course, you're always invited to go over to our website, which is www.living48re. I'm sorry, real estate, not RE. That's my email address. www.living48realestate.com. And that will get you to our website. Then you go over to the more, drop that down to preferred vendors. And under my preferred vendors, you'll find a lender category, and Corey will be right there with all of his contact information as well. So if you didn't catch Corey's, catch that one. And you guys, thank you so much for watching this Mortgage Minute with us, for getting yourself educated. Please feel free to share these with anybody that you think might find them valuable. And of course, both Corey and I are always here to be your resources, to answer questions, to take your referrals, all of that kind of stuff. We love what we do, and we love helping others. So thanks again for watching this, and we will catch you on our next video. Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Katie. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.